Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and we're back with another review. Today, we're taking a look at, from the Marvel Infinite Series line, a figure that I was really excited to see finally make its debut in the 3 3/4 inch scale. This is Deathlok. Now, historically, at least when I was reading comics, there were two Deathloks. The original was a 1970s character who this figure is based on, named Luther Manning, who was a U.S. colonel who suffered mortal injuries, and his consciousness was transferred into the body of a cybernetic soldier. And he went on to fight the good fight, time travel, re-alter things, and this, that, and the other thing. And he figure now. The comic was eventually canceled in the 70s, but the character actually ended up showing up in the rebooted Deathlock comics of the 1990s. Whereas basically he had, well, from what this character did, altered the future that he knew. Um, from the neck down, this is basically the Marvel Universe Cable body. Hence, he comes with Cable's weapons. This great laser pistol, which can fit in the holster here on the side. And this giant laser rifle. Now, I'm going to be honest with something. Um, there The original Deathlok basically had very iconic weapons, namely a laser pistol and a knife. I think it would have been nice to do away with the rifle, which has no storage like on Cable, where there was a little way to peg it into the back, and you could then include a sheath or something. But like I said, this is a great looking figure, very close to that classic comic book look. I actually thought this was going to be the newer Deathlok, but I was wrong. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a repaint, retool as that character. But yeah, let's and then here's some new bits right here, the backpack and stuff. And so let's pause and we can get into the articulation. Okay, as I mentioned, from the neck down, this is basically the Cable mold, which means there is a lot of that newer articulation. Namely, the head here is on a ball-jointed swivel, so which means you can get some really great, expressive, emotive looks out of them. I do believe there is like a general molded slant to the figure. I'm not sure. You have ball and socket shoulders, rotation at the bicep, rotation at the elbow. I do remember Cable having a wrist hinge, but I may be wrong about that. You have the ab crunch, which is beautiful, deep bends forward and back, a waist swivel, which is slightly limited due to the holster, ball jointed hips, rotation at the calf, double jointed knees, uh, no rotation at the boot, but you do have forward and back, ankle pivot, and of course ankle articulation, and of course, I'm sorry, the ankle pivot. Now on this leg, the movement is slightly limited due to the holster, and like as you just saw on a lot of the Marvel Universe figures, legs do have a tendency to pop off. This is a great figure. Oh, did I mention the double jointed knees? This is a great figure, but it does suffer from the usual Marvel Universe, Marvel 4-inch scale issues of cheaper plastic than G.I. Joe, and just not as solid build qualities. Like I said in my 80s store review, I think it's great that Hasbro is opening up the Marvel vaults and going for some of these more niche characters that some people may not remember. Of course, I think we're getting Deathlok due to the fact that the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series has brought back the character, although in a completely different form and take, which is what that cinematic universe has been doing. Either way, I highly recommend this figure. Great accessories, great articulation, and it's a great look. This is your old pal Chuck for Deathlok. We'll see you next time.